What?
The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbb-radio.com. The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbb-radio.com.
What's up, dude? Welcome to Tank Talk. This is Tank speaking into a microphone here at Emerge Media Creators Co-op. And, shades are on, Betstamp t-shirt on, man. Coming off a fresh deal. We're back with Betstamp. Shout out Betstamp. Shades are on. It's a beautiful day in the beautiful Niagara Falls, New York. To my left, As always, I'm joined by the one and only Brother Bren.
Hey, yo.
What's going on, dude?
Nothing much. Living the dream, you know. Cutting grass, catching bass. Hell yeah.
Okay. So that's how your weekend went, huh?
Yeah. Hell of a time.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
And of course, on the ones and twos.
What?
As you can see, we're learning. We're pushing through
Hey,
it.
there we go.
Scooty B, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Hell yeah.
Also been living that grass cutting life. Did that yesterday, so real exciting.
Dude, it's like I don't remember it being this bad last year, but for some reason, this grass this year it's been growing faster. I cut it. I mowed the front lawn. What was it, like 3 or 4 days ago? Not even, and it grew like a fucking foot long, and it's super thick. So I had to go back out there and cut it again.
You know, I was looking, I'm like, damn, I think I got to cut mine again. Damn landlord, he said, hey, you need a lawnmower? I'll send it to you right now. I'm like, oh my God, I ain't got time.
You said Rick and Morty?
Yeah. No.
They sent you a lawnmower?
No, the landlord, dude.
Oh, landlord, you said. I thought you said Rick and
not
Morty.
my house, but my house. All right?
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
And Buffalo Dill, Nola's dad, is on daddy duty. Still shout out him. But yeah, happy belated Mother's Day to those mothers out there. I don't know if there's any mothers that watch this specific program.
Shout out you guys.
It's not necessarily our demo, but if you're watching, shout out you. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. Enjoy the weather a little bit. And also, shout out James Boyd for stopping by last week. Had a hell of a conversation.
Thank you, James.
We learned a lot about the Colts and what's going on there, more of as of late. Coming off rookie minicamp. And there was also some news coming out of this weekend about Anthony Richardson. You know, all the other rookies are scumbags, you know, pre-draft event.
He said that, too. He said, you guys are scumbags. Come on now. Just clean up after yourselves.
Left everything so dirty and all that. And
Come on.
You know what? He did the right thing, stepped up, picked up everybody's mess. So shout out Anthony Richardson for picking up after everybody.
Seems like a good guy. Good leader.
Glad he's on my fucking team.
Boom.
That's all I can say about that.
You know what? Give him the captain patch right now.
Just gave it to him.
Give him the C.
We also, coming off a crazy weekend.
What?
We'll get into the sports in a minute, but we also had a jersey winner. Someone won the jersey. We hit our goal.
Finally. Holy. Jeez Louise. You know?
And now we've soared past that goal too. Now
Yeah.
we're like 150
Super
something,
soared past it.
157.
Yeah, that's content creation, baby. That's just, you got to run the numbers.
Bada bing, bada boom.
But shout out to on Instagram, Brinson92 won our jersey giveaway. So there's a little confliction right now in terms of what player he wants. So he's a New England Patriots fan.
Boo.
Originally, he said he wanted Jonathan Jones, but he wants to look towards the future and the now.
Future.
And he wants to get Christian Gonzalez, but I don't know what the hell's going on in New England. He hasn't picked his number out yet.
Really?
Yeah.
It might be tough.
Because they had, if I can recall, what was it, a couple seasons ago, Mac Jones, they had him wearing like fucking 55 during the rookie minicamp.
Yeah? That was awesome, though.
So he had to earn his stripes, I guess. So I guess that's what Christian Gonzalez is doing right now. The word is in New England camp, what Brinson said is that he wants to wear 0. So 0 would be, that's pretty clean.
Now what?
I think that's what he wore in Oregon, right? 0?
I think so. I'm not too sure. But that sounds right. Also, why not Juju? On that beat.
Well, to be honest with you, is he going to be there long? I mean, with all due respect.
I feel like that's his guy. You know Belichick has certain guys around the league. That's his guy.
He always liked Juju. I don't know
Always
why.
liked Juju.
But nonetheless, shout out Brinson92 on Instagram winning our jersey. Once Gonzalez figures out what number he's wearing, just keep an eye out on the mailbox. That's all I got to say about that. Anyway, to the sports.
Sports.
Big weekend in the NBA.
Huge.
We had a Game 7 yesterday, which, I mean...
Which, shame on me, I didn't watch it because, you know,
well,
cutting grass.
Might have been
catching bass,
a good thing you missed it because it was a fucking blowout.
I did see halftime. It was like 55-55. And then they were up by like 30.
Yeah,
And
I
I
saw
was
that
like-
comparison. That was insane.
And I was like, what happened between halftime and almost the end of the third? James Harden stunk?
Couldn't tell you, bro. It's like a lot of people are saying Embiid was more concerned about this MVP trophy than anything.
Oh, brother.
Others are saying that he doesn't play with heart. He kind of loses hope throughout the game. His cardio just ain't there. He gets gassed.
I mean, if you're running an offense through a big guy, the game ain't how it used to be played, all right?
Well,
Unless you're Jokic.
if you go over to Denver, they're running through a big man, and that's working out fine.
He also lost a lot of weight to carry the load. So,
Doesn't matter your weight, man. I mean, you can still be in
cardio.
cardio shape.
That's true, but he got cardio. And through that cardio,
What's
he
the
lost
difference?
weight, so
What's the difference between Joker and Embiid? I'm gonna ask you, put you on spot right now, 'cause I got an answer for you.
IQ.
That
Motherfucker can pass the ball no matter where he is.
and one plays with more heart than the other.
Yeah.
And what so now this is what Commanders fans might have to be concerned with.
Oh, shit.
is
Bring
the
it to
way-
football.
Is the way Josh Harris and his ownership group runs the organization. Because as you've seen, they're all lovey-dovey over there. Everything's all sweet and peaches and everything, whatever the fucking saying is. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
But when it's looking all sweet, they could be covering up. You never know what's creeping underneath, Could be hiding something. I really don't know anything about their ownership group, but
Well, let me tell you a little bit of what I know,
Oh,
just from what I've been hearing.
What do you know?
They don't really play to win over there. That's what the word is.
Oh.
Not my quote. This is just what I've been reading, brother.
that's on brand. How do you think they got the team? We don't play to win.
Good point.
They said, "Hey, we do what you do." We say, "We like that."
We like that.
I guess it's gonna be the same shit. We'll see.
It's like accountability isn't there. I mean, in terms of like leadership and everything, you don't want to see your MVP player post conference or post presser. Hey, me and James don't got enough help out there.
Yeah, that's not
Like
a good
even
look.
if this is kind of points to what James Boyd was saying last week about the quarterback position. Like even if you play incredible, like Jalen Hurts did in the Super Bowl or whatever, and your team loses, you still got to take the bullet for it. That's just what leaders. That's
Yeah.
what leaders do.
That's what the superstars do.
But Embiid is pretty much pointing the finger at everybody. Listen, I love Embiid. Okay, I'm a Joel Embiid fan. But after that press conference yesterday, that was kind of brutal. After Game 7, your season's on the line, and even what was it, the game before, or no, 2 games before that, PJ Tucker had to go up to him mid-game and be like, yo, wake the fuck up, bro. Our season's on the line. And he was playing like the game was over when it was far from over.
It's just a mental thing. You gotta play all 4 quarters,
Tell Joel that.
Nah, hey.
Including the third, because the third is apparently when that shit all went downhill. That's what it looked like for me. Beginning of the third, it was tied. End of the third, not good.
Also, where was Harden at? Because if Embiid's not doing it, shouldn't you run your offense through James Harden?
You could say that. I don't know. They just fell apart. I mean, play with no heart. Got down early in the game. Pretty much lost it from there.
Damn, I forgot the stat about Doc Rivers, but he lost a lot of Game 7s.
Fucking stinks in
A
Game
lot.
7.
Like 80% Game 7s.
So what do you think they do with him? I mean, they just go off, sort of off track a little bit. Do they kind of are they going to kick Doc Rivers to the can, or what's going on there?
Oh! It's kind of tough. Like, he's a good coach until he's not. When it matters most,
I guess the lights get too bright. I mean, I guess it kind of fits in perfect with Joel and Harden. Listen,
Right.
James Harden was my favorite player, man, but it's like I don't even know if he'll ever get over that hump. Honestly, God, I don't know.
Yeah, he's not in his peak anymore. His prime.
And
Right.
there was a tweet, I think it was CBS Sports, I sent it to you. I quote tweeted it. The tweet was, what NFL team would the 76ers be? And I quote tweeted, I said, I hate to say it, but I didn't say it.
What was that about? What was that about? I was a little hurt because don't look at that. Don't look at that. You know, that's the one thing. My one critique on Josh.
For those that are just listening, I was looking at Bill's helmet over there. I didn't want to say it, but it's like,
yeah, last season, against the Bengals.
how much longer?
Yeah.
How much longer can you trust the process? How much longer can you?
Can you?
When is the
What?
process going to turn into a championship, Brennan?
Well, I think we'll start to see that now because McDermott is at the helm of that defense. So he's going to make them work now.
I mean, we kind of talked about it before. It's like this, the window is, it's not like fully closing, but it's starting to shut a little bit.
Well, like I said, with the roster they had last season, it's not going to get better than that. That's not.
But back to the Sixers, though, I'm kind of losing hope in this whole thing, man. Like, 'cause every season, I'm like, okay, this is the year the Sixers step up. This is the year the Sixers step up. And after after PJ Tucker picked up Embiid and they won that game, I think it was game 5 or something. I'm like, okay, tide is shifting. Here we go. This is the year they do it. Nope, they fucking fall out of it. Play from behind, and they're done. They're fucked. And I had a feeling going into Game 7, going to Boston, I'm like, I might have to cash out the Sixers and Lakers conference champion win because, I mean, it's not looking good. No, I fucking let it ride. Cause I thought,
shit.
The Sixers started off all right. They were hanging in there, but Sixers might be dead. Today we may proclaim them dead. But on the other end of the spectrum, the Celtics, I think out of the 75 conference series games or whatever over the years, this is their 38th. So they've played half of the Eastern Conference series since the beginning of time. So even back in the Bill Russell days, Larry Bird days, now to Tatum. Excuse me, I skipped over some because they're all scumbags. Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen. That's the Lakers fan in me. Sorry about it.
As a Celtics fan who started liking the Celtics,
This
because of
guy?
those guys, come on, man.
You?
I don't claim to be a Celtics fan because like guys move and shift around so much, but at a time,
that's why I don't have a favorite team.
Yeah, when I got into basketball, it was that group. I loved Ray Allen's my favorite player still.
Fuck
to
you
this day.
guys, man.
Oh, I like the Lakers
Respectfully,
too, man.
respectfully.
We can like both. Basketball's not that deep anymore. Anyone will go to
it's
any
not.
team and backstab anybody.
And it's like now with NBA, especially this day and age, it's like you don't really see too many guys or ladies who are NBA fans like pick a specific team. You kind of see them follow the player.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there was, like Brennan here. I'm sure there was James Harden's fans that were Rocket fans, but as soon as they seen him go to Brooklyn, then maybe they became Brooklyn fans. Then he went to Philly. They're Philly fans.
It's hard now. Even with football, like guys move around so much. I mean, not as often because their contracts, they tend to get stuck in longer when they're drafted. But
Right. Well, the NBA is definitely a superstar-driven league, which I mean we're starting to see that with the NFL now. But nonetheless,
Pros and cons to that too.
yeah.
Because like you want them to drive the sales up and all that, and also they run the league kind of.
Yeah, and each guy especially with social media now, each player
Yeah.
has their own brand that they want to push and promote. So
Yeah, that changes the game as well.
I kind of figured out what my point was there.
Boom.
well, I mean, kind of just to jump on the super team thing, I feel like everyone hated the whole super team thing.
Oh,
me
the Celtics.
included
We're talking
at
about the
first.
Celtics.
Yeah,
Okay.
Celtics. I mean, and that's the thing. I'm a LeBron fan, so I follow LeBron around. That's why I kind of like the Lakers. But people hated the whole super team thing, but now it's just it's like evened out, and every team is just amazing. Like every team has great players all around. It just turned into like an incredible league. So I mean, yeah, it was pretty shitty and unbalanced at first, but now it's kind of lit.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
I feel like most teams have at least a duo.
It's like every
They can lean
team,
on.
every team's capable of making the playoffs. I feel like there's so many, like there's not too many buns teams in the league anymore. Everyone's got superstars,
Besides, like,
it's just
two.
if they play.
There's a couple now. I mean, we got the draft lottery coming up tomorrow. So who's the top three? It's like
It's Detroit,
the-
Houston,
Yeah, go ahead.
someone else. What's it?
Spurs.
Spurs are fourth, I thought.
I think they're nonetheless 14%. I think all of them got 14% chance of getting the first overall pick. we went way off track, but just real quick, just for the show's sake, if you had to pick one team to win it, to draft, what's his name, Wembanyama? Victor Wembanyama, Banana.
Victor Banana.
What are you saying right now?
Who-
I can't think of his name either. Like, now that you said that, his name was in my head, and now you fucked it up for me. Thank you for that.
So which team out of Detroit, Houston, and San Antonio do you have picking first overall Victor Banana?
Well, hear me out.
Wembanyama.
Victor Wimbledon Manana.
See you tomorrow.
I got the Houston Rockets.
Ooh,
I can see him in that red.
okay. Well, if I had to pick one, I think it's going to be San Antonio Spurs because personally, the league is a little better when the San Antonio Spurs play good basketball,
I
which
agree.
That is
I
true.
agree.
which has been most of my life.
They love a good big man, man. They love that power guy.
You know, so I think they're going to try to revamp the Spurs down there.
Absolutely.
As they should.
Who you going with, Scooty B?
I would have to agree.
Spurs,
That's
okay.
why I was nodding my head. I think the Spurs. I think
That's why I was nodding his fucking
they
head.
need another shade of Tim Duncan. I don't think he really plays similar to Tim Duncan, but they need another big guy down there.
How long does Pop coach?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe this guy gives him a little bit of youth. We'll see.
I don't
Maybe
think.
he'll start nay-naying.
I don't.
Oh shit.
A couple years behind there, but
Super.
but yeah, back to the Sixers and Celtics. Now speaking on the Celtics, so my point was that they've pretty much played in half of the Eastern Conference championship series since the beginning of time here. So they're going to be matching up against the Miami Heat, which is a classic Eastern Conference rivalry over the years.
Classic.
And looking at the bigger picture here, or the bigger bubble, if you're catching up what I'm putting down.
What?
Same conference championship matchups as the bubble 3 years ago.
So the bubble blowing babies that were talking shit, they bursted the bubble, all right?
They did.
That championship in the whole playoffs mattered.
Like, don't get me wrong, the teams are a little different now, but they still got the same base.
Same core, yeah.
Quite honestly, I'm shocked that the Miami Heat made it this far. But for some reason, whenever they match up against Boston, like even the sports books, they're not even giving Miami a shot here, as they're playing the betting favorite Boston Celtics to win it all. They'll give Boston a couple games, man. They really will. Jimmy Butler down there.
Yeah. Playoff Jimmy is a real thing. That dude balls out. And it's insane. Like, he won't stop playing.
Well, I forget if it was. I think it might have been the last time during the bubble they played the Celtics. He had the infamous quote. I forget what the question was. It was something about Miami being counted out. He said, "I don't give a fuck."
Boom.
And he's going to be bringing that same energy. So, like, I think everybody wants to see a Lakers and Celtics finals, but Jimmy Butler might have something to say about that. We'll see. But if I had to pick or make a prediction here, I'm going to say Celtics. I'm going to be one of those guys disrespecting Miami, okay? I'm going to go Celtics with the gentleman's sweep.
Oh, really?
Miami will get one.
I think they're going to get two.
Yeah, two.
So Celtics play weird sometimes.
Celtics in 5 or 6.
Yeah, Celtics in 6.
It's definitely not a math show. We went over that before.
We're good at math, all right?
Yeah, I know about that.
Just a little bit. Now flip it to the other side. Nuggets and Lakers.
Okay.
You think they're going to lock down Jokic? Because that's where the defense has to start.
I've been seeing some things. It may not be AD on old you Joker down there. They might be bringing Tristan Thompson off the bench.
What?
Big body, because the Lakers don't have that many big bodies. I mean, Anthony Davis, one of the better defensive players in the league, so that's your first thought there. But
Now hear me
Denver's got a big-ass team, man. They got some giants.
out. Now hear me out. In case you got to get a little extra fouls, you don't want AD taking the foul trouble. Get Tristan Thompson out there, dude. Hey, get out there, hack him a little bit.
Maybe toughen them up a little bit. I don't know. Hey, I mean,
But also,
is
for,
him and the fucking Kardashian, one of the Kardashian, are they still together? What's her name?
Chloe?
Or is it Courtney?
No,
Courtney or Chloe?
Courtney's with Travis.
Yeah, I think
Baker.
He was with
still?
Chloe
Okay.
for a while, but I don't think they're a thing
That's cut.
anymore.
Cause I know Kim Bennett. She's been at the games.
Yeah.
They're always at the games.
Yeah.
I kind of wish Phoenix moved on.
Oh,
So
shit.
so we can see Kendall and Bad Bunny sitting sidelines watching the D Book. I mean, the light's always too bright for D Book, so I mean, we may never see him get to that point again. But that's a whole nother story.
But I mean, best case scenario though, now maybe we could see a matchup, D-Book and Bad Bunny. You know, a wrestling match. That'd be pretty good.
Respectfully, D Book don't want to see Bad Bunny
He
in
doesn't.
that ring. He definitely doesn't. He doesn't want to see him in that ring.
What a superstar, man.
Sheesh. I'm still getting over that entrance.
Can we cut to that right now? We got that ability?
We might
We
get
probably don't have the rights for that.
well,
Never
we
mind.
might get flagged for that.
Never mind.
But nonetheless, yeah, the Nuggets and the Lakers. That's going to be a tough matchup. I mean, Denver, they're low key a deep team. We were kind of talking about it yesterday, Brennan.
We were.
Caldwell Pope's been playing some pretty good basketball for the Nuggets.
Is he gonna revenge game? Revenge series?
Oh fuck yeah, he did. He was
25 per game?
he was on our team for that championship little run there in the bubble. I don't know, man. But the Lakers, this might be. I mean, we're kind of talking about this too. This could be up for debate. This might be one of the best supporting casts for LeBron in a long time. Maybe his whole career. Top 3 for sure.
For sure. I was gonna say top 2 for sure. But we can say top 3.
I
I'll
think.
take that.
I don't know if you could put any of them above Miami.
Because, like, he has one with each team. One with the Cavs, one with the Heat, one with the Lakers. At least.
Well, especially
at
if they
least.
win the championship this year with this supporting cast. I mean, they
Yeah.
definitely got to be in the conversation. And this could be one of the most impressive championship runs in LeBron's career as well. I mean, going through the young, uprising Grizzly team, taking them out.
That's a whole different topic.
Taking out Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and the Warriors.
Yeah, they weren't as good as they were last year. They didn't have the supporting cast.
Golden State, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help when Draymond Green knocks out Jordan Poole to start the season off, so I'm sure the chemistry was kind of punched in at that point. Am I right?
I still think he's going to L.A.
Yeah, I'm on that train too. I mean, I could see Dylan Brooks going there too, quite honestly.
I don't.
Dylan Brooks, he's
One or
going
the other.
straight to Shanghai, man. He's playing with Dwight.
It looked like Dwight Howard living his. He even said himself on TikTok the other day he living his best
No
life
hate on
over there.
Dwight, dude. Dwight Howard's living. He was trying to recruit CP3 there. I mean, looked like he's having a good time.
Yeah, because what was it? CP3, what'd he say? If he doesn't win a championship or something, like this season, he'll hit up Dwight and go play for, where's he play at? Taiwan?
They look like the Chinese equivalent of the Suns. Like, they got the same colors and everything. I don't know. So it's
It
meant
might
for
be a perfect
CP3.
setup for CP3.
Yeah.
But the rumor is CP3 might be heading to Lakers too, which
Uh-oh.
we should have just fucking let this trade happen in 2008. But
The banana
you
team,
know,
man. We could finally get a
banana
banana
boat.
jersey. Banana Lakers jersey.
well, that would mean D Wade and Melo would have to come back.
Hell yeah.
D-Wade could be like a coach. He could be an assistant coach or something.
I don't know because he's got part ownership with the Jazz. I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Ooh, that's tough.
He might have fucked himself there.
Yeah.
Why with the Jazz, though?
Yeah, right? They always pick the most
Money
random teams.
money talking, bro. I
Yeah,
mean,
I guess so.
Hey,
don't
bullshit
matter.
walks too, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, why would he even...
speaking of walking, now all these coaches are getting fired. Like top name coaches, Monty Williams is
Hey,
out for
see
the
ya.
Suns. Who else? Mikey B over here in Milwaukee got the boot.
Yeah, that one kind of makes sense. The Suns, I don't know.
That's quite because it's like he basically set the winning culture over there, and you basically 4 years you just kick him out. I don't get it. I don't know.
Went to the finals. You just got KD.
Right.
Give him at least another year.
Give him a full season with KD at least. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying. Like, get the big three, get them going.
The big knock on KD is, though, I mean,
His injuries.
kind of seen his track record, the leadership. He's, as Charles Barkley says, he's not a bus driver. He can't lead a pack there.
Well, that's why you let the other two do it. Devin Booker's
Yeah,
kind
which
of their
two?
young guy,
I
and
don't
then
know.
Chris Paul's kind of the true point guard leader, you know?
It's a tough situation. We'll see how that plays out. We don't have to get into a deep Phoenix Suns conversation here, but yeah, them firing Monty Williams is kind of questionable in my eyes. Who else got the boot? Nick Nurse from Toronto,
Also another wild
who
one.
Moranto was supporting today. I didn't know he's a Raptors fan, but
Me neither.
Josh from Betstamp must have sent him that. I don't know.
Or Donnie.
Yeah, maybe Donnie left it behind. There he is, right on cue.
Boom. You taking Donnie's zip up?
What's the story with the Raptors shirt? It's a big NBA show today. Shout out us.
Big NBA show. I went to see a Raptors game,
Okay.
and I bought a shirt. That's
It's a nice shirt.
That's the end of the story.
I've been to a Raptors game too. They're fun. It's a nice little area.
Drake was not there.
He's got a club there though.
Probably the
He
one
does
time
have-
he wasn't there.
It was pre-COVID too. This was a long time ago.
Oh.
Still got the shirt though.
Is Canada back open?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it's been open for a
open
while.
for business.
No arrive can, no nothing. We're good to go.
Oh,
You can
Rive
walk over.
can,
here.
yeah, Rive can. That was obnoxious.
I haven't been
But
up there in a while.
I know this is we're talking about NBA, but I'm gonna throw something in about the Canada since we're talking about Canada.
Oh.
All right, real
30
quick.
years.
Real quick.
30 years. No Canadian Stanley Cup champion.
And that's your hockey talk today.
That's my
Sorry.
hockey talk
Sorry
for
about
today.
That is kind of mind
They
boggling.
invented the frickin' sport,
And they
and
stink.
they can't find a team in their country to win it.
They invented basketball too. They just got theirs a couple years ago.
Holy shit.
True. Good point. All right, that's all I got.
All right. Appreciate the hockey talk.
Thanks for having me. I'll be back next week.
Who do you like now then?
For hockey?
Yeah. 'Cause who's left? Carolina, Florida, and on the other side you get. Oh, we're gonna find out tonight. So Vegas moved on. I think Kraken and the Avalanche or Kraken and the Stars.
I
tonight.
can't root for the Kraken because I don't
The
feel I
fuck?
feel like they haven't been around long enough, so it's not fair. They haven't
Let's talk
suffered,
about
and I can't root for.
They're in the
Las
dance,
Vegas.
are they? It's fair enough.
I can't root for Vegas because frickin' Eichel is there,
Jackie
and
Ace.
that makes sense.
Florida seems like they always win. Plus, it's like Fort Lauderdale. So, who do I got left? Dallas.
Yeah.
I think I'm rooting for Dallas.
There you go.
Most of the teams I like they're out. So
Stars got cool uniforms, so
Stars,
Yeah.
the
You don't like
Minnesota North Stars.
like
I guess I could root for the Minnesota North Stars. That's where they used to. That's
Boom.
what they used to be.
You don't like the Kraken uniform? It's top 5.
I just
son.
feel like
Well,
it's too soon.
I'm going to go with the Whalers.
They haven't
Kraken is
suffered.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
the
low.
Hartford
That's low.
Whalers.
I'm going
Yeah,
with the Whalers on this one.
yeah. That's where we're gonna get the Hartford Whalers versus the Minnesota North Stars for the Stanley Cup championship.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll see you then.
Okay.
We're talking about. Okay, yeah. So what happens with the Warriors now? We're kind of hopping from team to team here.
They just got to revamp the team again. They thought they had it.
Well, we already said Draymond is probably out. What's going to happen with Klay Thompson? His performance wasn't Klay Thompson.
They asked him to take a pay cut for him to stay.
Send him to the Lakers. We'll take everybody.
You want him on the Lakers? I wouldn't.
Why not?
He's kind of older. He's been missing.
LeBron's like fucking 40. So
He's still producing,
The
though.
Lakers are no stranger to older.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
Cool with that.
Well, 'cause they usually produce, though, in a somewhat efficient way. Clay kind of stinks. And I like Klay Thompson.
I like Clay.
Well,
go,
let's-
go off.
all
What's
right.
your Clay rant?
We'll have to keep an eye on what Klay
It's just
Thompson does.
his shooting. What he's been known for. He's been missing.
Well, Lakers could use that too. I mean, we'll see how it plays out. But
Well, he's been missing. That's what I'm
if
saying.
He plays in the Lakers, he's going to make them, probably.
All right. I'll bet that.
So send over Draymond Green, send over Klay Thompson, get a reunite them. Send over Dylan Brooks. Why not? Just have him, just hang out over there.
You just want a bunch of stinkers on the Lakers now, huh?
Bring everybody over.
No way.
We'll go back to back after we beat. What do you mean?
Not gonna win 2.
Oh,
What?
Here we go.
Not gonna win 3.
What?
Hated that.
You kind of have to say
I
that, though.
hated that. I know, but I hated that.
Why?
You kind of have to say that.
Way that didn't happen, and then Because then they all went off, and it was like the Beatles. They broke up, and they had to all go. They got mad at each other, and that was it.
They didn't really get mad at each other.
Yeah, I think they
Just
kind
kind of. Sometimes you just gotta grow
He had
apart,
to go
right?
back home.
He had to
You-
win one
you
for the
have
for
to.
the
He had to
land.
go win for Cleveland.
Well, I'm glad
that's
that he
that's
did
what he
that,
did
but-
too. Damn it.
you know.
And they didn't treat him well there, but he had to for the city.
He had to do it. All right. Well, yeah, we got the Lakers and the Nuggets, Heat, Celtics once again. Bubble, run it back.
How long is the guy from Nuggets suspended?
Grizzlies. Oh, we could touch. I mean, I didn't really want to touch too much light. I'll give him more attention than it already has. But we could speak out of John Morant.
Yep.
For the Grizzlies, flashing off his piece again.
I'm gonna say this. Usually, when he's injured, they play really well, really well.
Oh.
They go on winning streaks. He comes back. He usually goes off, but they usually lose. So it's like, probably just cut the guy. Tough to say.
Whoa, you go that far, huh?
Yeah, as an organization, you tried helping him once.
They did.
Someone will take him.
That's what I'm saying.
Send him over.
Probably
Deion
wouldn't
Sanders.
trade
Send
him.
the
Lakers.
Lakers.
Take one. Take
Send
one.
one.
There you go.
Yeah,
Blonde
so, like,
momentum.
It's so tricky, man, because it's like obviously that's not a good look for the organization and the John Morant brand as a whole. Not breaking. He did break the law in Denver when he flashed it in the strip club. That's other than that.
Like, what are we doing?
I think they're allowed to carry in Memphis. I don't know, but it's the fact that he's just like flashing it off. That's the problem.
Yeah,
At a
yeah.
strip club,
It's
too.
not
Why-
that he
why
was
you gotta be
walking around
dangerous?
carrying it, protecting himself. It was,
He's just
Right.
like, woo!
Yeah.
and he was already in trouble for doing it before.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
it's the problem is too the people around him. It's like, why do we keep? It's not like TMZ's fucking catching him out there. It's his own
Yeah,
people.
no, he's right. He's doing this. He's hurting himself.
Although in the last,
And that would be my thing. If he was being like kind of like marked or whatever, like by people that were trying to get to him and make him look bad, but he's setting himself up for this.
yeah, and it's like I will say in the last video though, just watching it, I didn't even see it. So the guy kind of helped him out, but when he seen him pull out, he's like, "Oh fuck!" But then they obviously with the freeze
late.
frame, they'll catch anything.
yeah,
Too late.
he tried.
Yeah, he tried. I don't know. That's so fucking tricky, man. But I mean,
Or also, if you know you can't help yourself, right?
Yeah.
You go, hey, if you're gonna hang out with me, please don't go on IG Live. Just don't do
Can
it.
he just hire a couple bodyguards and let them carry the piece, and then he doesn't have to
Boom.
worry about
do
it?
that too. I
Well,
mean.
no, because I feel like it's a power thing. He's
Or
gotta-
you know
he's
what?
gotta have it.
How about this?
If I got two big guys around me, that's power.
How about
Well, yeah,
I don't got to
but-
do nothing.
how about this?
I hire you two when I go to the club next time. When I go to strip
Oh.
joint, I'm gonna have you guys pack the heat.
Listen.
for me.
Probably rather have Dylan for that though.
Just put it away. That's all.
That's right.
You know what? Put it
Just
away.
put it away
Put it away.
We said it once on the show.
for something else, but
Something else. Same line. Put it away.
Keep it out of sight.
just keep it in the holster.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays. I mean, he was suspended for team activity. I'm sure. I mean, it was a big slap in the face to Adam Silver, the commissioner, after giving him the opportunity to
Yep.
redeem himself and.
In the whole organization.
Yeah, so we'll
The
see
whole
how,
NBA.
see how that plays out. I'm sure there'll be a big suspension on the horizon, but nonetheless, what I do see on the horizon is us making you beautiful people watching and listening some money.
Some
So,
what?
with that being said, let's spread the bread here.
Yeah.
While doing that, you can make the best profit as you possibly can off your sports bets with the help from our friends over at Betstamp. Betstamp is the best sports gambling tool in the game, provides you the best odds in the market from each eligible sports book in your state, and helps you track all your bets from across each platform.
Each.
So if you click the link in our description here, if you're watching here on YouTube, or if you're listening on Apple Pod and Spotify, head over to our YouTube channel. Subscribe first and foremost.
Obviously. Duh, dummy.
Click on any of our videos. The link to the description, the link to Betstamp will be in our description here for each video. You go ahead and click there. You can see our favorite sports books that we gamble with. Go ahead, sign up for one of those new sports books. Deposit at least $20. and maybe tailor our pick of the night. So, I mean, let's hop to it right now. Obviously, no games on tonight, so we're going to be picking for tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The Lakers taking on the Denver Nuggets. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The Nuggets are 6-point favorites on WinBet at -110. The Lakers are 6.5-point underdogs, -115 on BetMGM. The best odds for those plays. What's your thoughts here, fellas?
Me personally, because usually Jokic gets a double-double, triple-double. What? I'd probably get him for a double-double. Easy. That's easy money.
Let me see what that's sitting at.
Hey, either that or LeBron for 25 plus.
So Jokic, you're gonna have to put some money down.
Parlay it.
Double. He -1804. So.
Oh, okay. Hey,
You're gonna put the mortgage on that one.
let's go.
But for a triple dub, you get that at plus money, +102 on Caesars.
Boom, triple-double. Here we go.
And I ain't talking Little Caesars.
We just talked about Tristan Thompson. Is he going to lock him up tonight? No.
Maybe not.
Definitely not.
Because then AD's going to cover him. Probably not this game because they're going to be like, yeah, let's see what you could do. You probably switch on him when they do the picks and all that. But
So LeBron, his point total is sitting at 25.5 at -103 on Bet Rivers. If you like the over, but if you like the under, 24.5 is +100 on points bet. What do you think? Do we want to pick a side or we want to go for a player prop? We're doing this live, baby.
I feel like we got to go to player props because we just talked about how player forward the NBA is.
That didn't help us last week. What did we do last week? It was over Anthony Davis points. He ended up finishing 2 points under, which
That's not bad, though.
yeah, well, he basically had that at halftime. He had 19 points at halftime, but didn't score any points in the fourth quarter.
Well, you know what? That's just Anthony Davis, dude. Come on, we got to get away from him.
All right.
You never know with him.
So we like LeBron,
What's
25.5. As a matter of fact, bro,
what about Austin Reeves?
I was gonna say let's check AR's points here. 14 and a
I like that
half.
move.
14 and a half.
Over. It's easy.
Let's
Over
look.
on anything for Austin Reeves, dude. I
Who's
love
covering him?
Let's look at
Caldwell Pope?
I don't think Jordan could cover him, honestly. He's been on one lately.
Oh.
All right, I wasn't gonna go with this, but let's do it. Austin Reeves
Yeah!
over 14 and a half points, -106 on Bet Rivers.
Yes, sir.
So what we want you to do, like I mentioned earlier, click the link in our YouTube description. It'll take you to a list of different sports books you can sign up with. We are betting tonight with Bet Rivers. So head over, click the Bet Rivers link. Deposit at least $20
At least.
and throw it on Austin Reeves over 14 and a half points.
Bet Rivers, and I ain't talking Austin Rivers.
Oh.
Talking Bet Rivers, baby.
Boom! We're talking Austin Reeves, baby.
Now you think that's why Anthony Richardson changed his number? Listen, we already got an AR-15. all right?
Well, he said he didn't want to be called that no more for many reasons, but
Understandably so, for sure.
Yeah, understandably so, but
AR-5 is cool.
listen, he got too scared.
Or how about this?
Austin Reeves is a shooter!
Yeah, if he's worried about the shooter,
Boom,
he
boom,
might
boom,
have to
boom,
change his
boom,
initials.
boom, boom, boom. Austin Reeves over 40. Oh, damn, he's going for 40 piece.
Did you see about his...
I just called it right now. 14 and a half. Sorry about it.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
You see about his contract? Since he's going to be over, it's going to be real over the salary cap for the Lakers. He's going to be backloaded. So it's going to be like
Getting
12
paid.
million, 12 million, and then like 25 for the
Shout
last
out
two.
Austin Reeves getting fucking paid and helping us get paid
Not-
by scoring.
It's not official, though. Not official.
Oh, sorry.
It's just unofficial
Well, we hope
numbers.
you get that money, Austin, if you're listening. Maybe we get him on the show.
I think it was like 60 mil guaranteed and 90 mil.
Yeah, while you figure that out.
Hey, you
so
get paid like that too if you bet on Betstamp, all right?
that's all we're trying to say here.
That's it.
So what we just did there is what we would call line shopping, ladies and gentlemen. Betstamp is the best place to do that at. So go ahead, download Betstamp today.
Let's
Become
go.
Betstamp verified. There's no more promo code.
No more promo code.
The only way you can find that is by clicking the link in our descriptions. Go ahead and click that. Bet Austin Reeves over 14.5 points on Bet Rivers. Let's make this money.
That's going to throw Dylan off when he comes back.
Yeah, I know. We're going to have to figure something out.
Yeah, that was his thing. Damn.
If he ever comes back, man. I mean, we're fucking miss him here. I know he's
We
on
do miss him.
he's on daddy duty,
Let's
but
go.
we're trying to grow the brand here, man.
Come on.
We'll clap it up for
Ju-
Dill. We'll clap it up for Betstamp, too.
Dude, just bring her in. Let her
Honestly.
talk about sports.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
could be a great guest.
Let's get on the Zoom, man. I mean, it's 2023. We got technology on our side.
Come on.
I mean, we're speaking about getting paid, though. Tom Brady's about to get fucking paid.
Yeah,
'Cause
money.
obviously, he's got that Fox Sports contract.
Yeah, he does.
Whenever he decides he wants to work for them, basically.
It's been years.
That's what type of time they're on there. But he was offered a stake of the ownership while Brennan gets a sip of his water there.
Yeah.
He got offered a stake of the ownership for the Las Vegas Raiders, a team who he potentially was going to play for a couple years ago.
Now, what is this about?
I was about
Like,
to
why
ask-
are they trying to give this guy a piece of the pie?
I mean, Miami tried doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
They got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. So
Hey, their hand was stuck in the cookie jar. They said, oh, Roger Dell, what you doing? Dude, what's up? Nothing. I'm not doing nothing, dude. What we talking about? My hand?
we're just losing games. There's no
I'm
problem
just,
here.
I'm just see, look, it's not even swollen or nothing.
But do you think so? Like, yeah, why the Raiders? One, I can see for the Vegas market. Two, you think it's like the run-on joke from 2002 has been ever since the Tuck rule that Tom Brady and the Patriots have owned the Raiders. Now he may actually own them in real life.
Oh, that's wild.
And we know how petty Tom Brady could be. So do you think that's something to do with it?
Speaking of Tuck rule, he's going like this. Hey, Raiders, I know the first Tuck rule. Tuck your money in my pocket. What's that about? He's going to wear suits from now on?
Maybe,
So
I
you
don't
can
know.
tuck it in that little...
But I
little
guess
pocket
I
right
guess with this, he could still. I mean, he's given flexibility to go announce for Fox Sports, so he's going to be able to do both.
What a time to be alive for Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But speaking of the Tug rule, this just came to mind too, because when Jimmy G got introduced to the team a couple months ago, they were just showing him around the stadium and everything, the hallways and everything. Bro, tell me why they have a picture printed out of that game hung up. Like, typically you walk through, like, a hall in the stadium. It's, like, the best moments from that franchise or whatever. Why do they have that hung up?
What are we doing in Vegas? What are we doing in the organization?
I don't know, bro. That's a little funky to me. I don't know. Like, that's one of your worst memories as a franchise.
Who's the owner?
Fucking Mark Davis, dude.
The haircut guy.
How could you
Yeah,
forget?
I was about to say it's probably his stupid ass haircut. He can't think straight.
That haircut is righteous, dude. I don't know what they're doing with that.
They said put this hat on
thing.
right across the top. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know what his deal is, bro.
Like what?
I know he brings his Xbox everywhere he goes.
Does he really?
Yeah,
That's
you know
awesome.
that Nike book bag he carries around?
Oh, it's a little mobile.
That's
Xbox.
what's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
no,
that-
never mind. Best organization all time.
There's
Okay,
that-
I'm a fan now. All right.
There's
Now I get it.
There's an Xbox and some Lunchables.
Maybe he's gaming so hard he doesn't have time for haircuts. He just like puts the bowl over his head. He's like, "Give me real quick, give me real quick."
Mom, I'm on Fortnite, dude. Come on, you got to cut it real quick.
Please.
Oh, one shot.
What kind of Lunchables you think he eats?
Probably the pepperoni one.
Nah, dude. He's probably nasty.
He's the hot dog.
The hot dog or the chicken nuggets just cold. No heat up, nothing.
Oh,
Jeez Louise. I can see him doing that.
probably both.
I never knew what to do with those ones. They always confused me. I was like, do I just eat this cold?
Right. What we doing here?
You ate them cold?
Nah, man. I would look for a microwave.
He would look at it and be like, what do I
I'd
do
look for a
with it?
microwave. I think technically the way it works is they're supposed to be thawed for like after a couple hours, and then when they thaw, you can eat them room temp. But I would look for a microwave or something or oven, or I just wouldn't eat them. I'd be like, fuck, nuggets were cold.
Welcome to the off season.
Yeah, no cold
Bada
nuggets
bing,
here.
bada boom.
Yeah, so Tom Brady could be a potential owner of the Las Vegas Raiders. We'll have to keep an eye out on that this upcoming season.
You think the Patriots would have, like, out of all the teams, you
well,
know?
Robert Kraft already came out and was like, yeah, we're celebrating Tom Brady week 1 to kick off the season, like the home opener at least.
So what better way to be like, he's also a part of the ownership group now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ownership group, because it's just Robert Kraft.
They did kind of like have like a sort of fallout on his way out. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if they just don't want to give him any of the stakes. I don't know.
But, like, come on. That's the best quarterback of your whole history.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they don't want him to get any of their money. Who knows? Anyway, speaking of old-time quarterbacks,
What are you talking about
I
here?
was going to say retired quarterbacks, but he did say that
He's not retired.
he's not retired. While Tom Brady may be going to Fox Sports, Matt Ryan, if we could pull it up on the screen here, pull his tweet up. Matt Ryan is the new CBS Sports NFL analyst. He says in his tweet, excited to join NFL on CBS. Let me start from the top.
Holy shit.
I don't know how to read. Excited to join the NFL on CBS family. Looking forward to breaking down the game this season. P.S. This is not a retirement post. So last season he was on CBS. I forget what week it was, towards the end of the year. He wasn't bad. He was solid.
Yeah, I feel like quarterbacks, like the really smart ones, they could transition real easily.
The dumb ones can't do it.
No. But also, most quarterbacks are smart, so.
Yeah, and plus he's got personality too. You know, I mean that definitely helps with that type of position.
Yeah. You need a little something.
And in this play, they did this, and that's why he was so successful on that play. It was a good read.
That's why Tony Romo was so good.
Well, he predicted the future too. So
Him and Jim.
I don't know, Jim. Matt Ryan, he was solid quarterback. He was gonna be solid in the booth, Jim. I don't know, Jim.
I think that'll work out, though.
I
think
think
it
too.
will.
Matt Ryan.
Could Matt Ryan be the first like active full-time commentator still playing in the league?
Oh. Well, what if he gets signed mid-season?
Whoa.
I don't know. What team would fucking pick him up, respectfully? I mean,
Panthers.
The Falcons.
Well, if the
No.
Panthers pick up any quarterback, it's going to be Carson Wentz. So we all fucking know that.
He's still available?
You can stamp that in. Yeah, and the rumor was a few teams reached out to him. So we'll see. I don't think he'll get signed anytime soon. Maybe during, like, training camp or something. God forbid if the quarterback goes down or something.
Well, that's what I've been hearing. He's waiting.
Yeah, I think you see him go to a team and start there. But I just don't see him.
Because I think he
being
would
a
go to the
backup.
Panthers if Andy Dalton wasn't there.
I think a lot of dominoes are going to have to fall because, like, obviously Bryce Young. They're claiming Andy Dalton's the starter for now, but
Yeah, he took first-team reps.
yeah, I don't think that. I think they're just giving Bryce. They're trying to make Bryce Young work hard to get that spot and just, earn his spot.
Or
so
maybe
to
they'll
say.
let him sit a couple weeks. Like, hey,
don't
this
know.
is
I
the
feel like-
playbook. This is this.
I feel like first overall, you got to throw him in there. When was the last time? Excuse me. First overall quarterback was taken and didn't start week 1. that you can think off the top of your head?
No, I'm not that smart, so I can't think. That's it.
Scooty B, is there? 'Cause I honestly don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
No, there's been some busts for sure, but I don't think there's guys been straight
Well,
up banned.
That's a different topic.
Yeah, not even that.
Yeah.
I mean, just like being drafted first overall and starting week 1. There hasn't been any quarterback that I can remember that didn't start week 1 that
right,
was
yeah.
selected first
I feel
overall.
like usually that's the case, but I mean, Bryce Young has been getting some hate recently. I've seen some videos about
'Cause he's short?
complaining about his size, behind the line. But it's like, dude,
That's
these
gonna
O-
be
these
his whole
O-linemen are
career,
huge.
bro.
What are we talking about here?
Like,
We've been having so many guys.
Yep.
just get over it.
Yep.
He's short.
Let him be a short king. Let him ball out as a short king.
Well, that's the problem. He can't get over the line. That's the problem.
Damn.
How tall is Drew Brees? Just
I think 6 foot. I think, or he's like 5'11", just under.
'cause, I mean, they always said he had trouble seeing over the line too, but his
I don't
his
think he did.
on-field IQ was next level. So I don't know. And they're saying Bryce Young has those qualities. So we'll have to wait and find out the season. But nonetheless, yeah, it's going to be tough for them to, I guess, acquire Carson Wentz. The only way I see that happening is if all shit fucking hits the fan. You know what I mean?
Cause we're. Look at these teams.
I'm just. It's got to be if any starting quarterback goes down, it's him. You know, and if they don't have any faith in their backup, whoever that may be, whichever team that is. Because originally when he got released, I was thinking maybe he'd get signed to Tampa because I don't think Baker was signed at that point.
No, he wasn't.
But I don't know if Carson would fit in with Tampa. I don't know. I mean, they don't really have a choice, but I mean, they're sticking with Baker, so
I really don't know.
so we're gonna have to wait and see how it plays out.
I'd say you send Wentz to the Shanghai equivalent of the NFL. Send him to the German league or the
USFL.
Fucking
There you go,
USFL.
USFL, XFL.
Birmingham or fucking Houston Gomblers,
There you go. The Gombler Bomblers.
which I watched a little bit of their game this weekend. There's nothing on at that point. Fucking Celtics were getting
There
or
was some
watching the
USFL
Sixers.
on.
It fucking stunk.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I can't watch any.
Bro, there's nobody in the
else.
crowd. XFL I could watch. My Battlehawks got fucking screwed out of the playoffs.
Dude, I love the Battlehawks.
Ooh,
I'm a defenders guy too.
speaking of Ben DiNucci
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
to the Broncos.
A bunch of guys got signed.
Right?
There's a few, yeah.
I think that's that's the goal of the XFL. You know, giving a lot of these players
Just a
another
showcase.
opportunity in the
Yeah.
NFL. Yeah.
It's awesome. It really is.
Well, who's the Denver's backup now? Because they signed someone else. Oh, fucking
I thought
Studham, Jared Studham. Studham.
they got Stidham and DiNucci.
Yeah. Yeah,
Broncos?
little battle. Yeah.
That duo sounds like a damn dentist office.
Never mind.
Stidham and DiNucci.
Dr. DiNucci, we'll see you now.
Dr. Stidham is in.
Who's the backup in Minnesota?
Fucking. There was Kellen Mond. I don't know where he's at. They did draft somebody.
Did they?
It was the kid from BYU. I forget his name.
I think Dexter would know. He's a Vikings guy, but I'm not sure.
Is he watching?
No, we got another comment though.
Oh, who's commented? What's up?
My guy Zach said Scooty B #taking a bite, yo. It's an inside joke.
Oh,
Shout out to Zach.
You could elaborate if you'd like. I mean, shout out Zach.
Basically, Zach is a prolific rapper, and he's just known for his one-liners where he'll kind of fumble a little bit. And one of his best lines is he starts the rap. He goes, "Taking a bite, yo," and it was just too funny to where we couldn't let him continue rapping at all. And we
That
just
was it.
we bursted into laughing. We were like, "What the fuck was that?"
Because he's about to eat.
He was about to eat. Apparently, he was like, "I had more lines coming, but we didn't let it. We didn't let it go
I
out."
like it.
Damn.
Let
him cook.
Yeah. Long story short, Matt Ryan's going to flourish in CBS as an NFL analyst.
Yeah, he is.
So we'll be seeing him this season during the halftime shows. But hey, maybe quarterback goes down, he gets a call to go play. So, but let's break to some other breaking news over the weekend.
Yeah.
Scooty B's Washington Commanders.
Bom, bom, bom.
Not officially sold, but pretty much sold at this point by Josh Harris
Unofficial, official.
and the ownership group, who also owns the Sixers and the New Jersey Devils. So, Scooty B, if you want to give us your reaction to that and your thoughts.
Look, man, we just talked about it. You said they're not winners, but we'll have to see. I mean, a win's a win regardless. I mean, Dan Snyder's gone. We can get an amen for that or something. I mean, that's good to see at least.
You can thank Jim.
Well, yeah, we'll thank them, clap it up for them. But, I mean, we'll have to see. I got no idea what these people are about. What's the worst that can happen? We already suck. We've sucked my entire life. Can it get any worse?
I don't know if it
Yeah,
can.
I was watching Good Morning Football, and shout out Kyle Brandt, because he was like, I can't imagine, I can't remember a time where this team was good. They had
Mine-
actual decent football.
My entire life.
RG3, yeah, that was probably the last time.
Yeah, but I mean, Shanahan ruined him, so.
No. Taylor Heineke when they almost beat the Bucks in the playoffs.
I mean, but would you consider that as good? That's like a fringe team
Yeah, you're
that's,
right.
that's trying to win a single playoff.
But
game,
I'm saying that maybe the last hope you had. I don't know.
And they haven't
the
had like a
glimmers-
franchise quarterback in
Ever.
our lifetime.
in my lifetime. That's what I mean.
RG3 till he went down.
When I say ever, he wasn't a franchise guy, though. We had him for 2 years and he died.
Yeah, less than 5
You
years.
kind of put that blame on me.
I put the blame on Shanahan.
Oh, you're going to bring the story up?
Yeah, so that week leading up to that, they played Seattle, right?
Yeah, it was the Seahawks.
So, yeah.
I remember. That's why I have a dislike for the Seahawks. I disliked them for.
You
a long
reminded
time.
me of a dream I just had recently.
Alright,
I'm
well,
not going to say this out loud.
Let me share this one. Well, I mean, if you don't want to share that, then don't do that. But so that week, I had a dream. I was sleeping. Obviously, that's where you have your dreams at.
You have them in other places sometimes.
Yeah, I
Daydreaming?
I was under center, man, for the Washington team name back then.
Bro, and you didn't carry?
Now listen,
Come on, I was watching.
Yeah,
that
let me
game.
finish,
That's why I
bro.
know
So-
that was you. Fuck.
so I'm like, all right, game winning drive, right? We're about to score, and it's like, all right, got to rally the troops. I'm getting the call in from Coach Shanahan over there. I'm like, all right, here we go, boom, run the play. I go to run, I just fucking fall, man. My ankle shot. They carry me off on a stretcher, and the season's done. My career's done. Scooty B, if you wanna.
Tank, you haven't been the same since, dude. We haven't seen Tank in the league since, so this might not have been a dream. This might
No,
have
this
been
was
real.
a dream. Seriously.
I don't know. This could have been real.
So
I think you. What if you actually
Tank G the third.
manifested into RG3's mind and you played as him that day?
That's what I'm saying.
If AI is real and the Matrix are real, you could have just had a glitch and you were actually RG3, and that's actually what happened. And
That's wild.
I'm blaming you for that. Unfortunately,
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I've been disappointed. At least you were RG3 and not like Rex Grossman or something like that. You know.
He did play for them, but he also went to the Super Bowl with the Bears.
Yeah,
He did.
Everyone we have
Oh,
does
yeah,
well
he
with
did.
everyone else. So they
You signed him right after that,
Yeah,
didn't?
they either do good before us. Or they
Well,
do
not
good
you
after us.
personally, but
Yeah, I signed him.
You signed
I
him.
gave him a bag. No, I gave him a bag. I went all out for that signing for sure.
yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with this Washington team, man. Because I mean, do you think they're gonna change the name at all, or try to rebrand, or
Oh God, I feel like
how many
there's-
more hoodies can you get?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like isn't there? They probably do like a limit on how often you can change the name. No limit.
There's no
You can just
limit.
go back to
It's
back.
all up to Nike.
Then
I
I'm all
guess.
for it, man. Because my original name that I liked was the Warhawks, because I was a fan of the St. Louis
Oh.
Battlehawks. I feel like the Warhawks, you could still have a W thing,
Another bird, though. I mean, we got enough, don't you think?
but the Warhawk could also be like a tribal thing. You can be like a Warhawk guy. You know, I don't know. You can make it a whole bunch of things. and you can
Well, they were
tie it
trying
all
not to
together.
be.
They're trying to get away from
Right,
the
tribal,
tribal.
you know.
but then it'd be a more normal way of doing it instead of just calling the team a racial slur. You know.
That's a good point. That's a good point
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I when they did like the vote, because they did a vote, right? There was like a rumor. There's like a
Well, the
voting
fan
system.
vote. The fan vote was pepperoni and cheese. They said
All
we'll do
right,
a
well.
fan vote, and the one that the fans voted for, they were like, "Oh yeah, we can't do that one, so we're not gonna. We're just gonna pick it ourselves."
Smart.
So the fan vote was all.
I
pepperoni.
liked the Red Wolves, man.
That was the team that won, and they tried to go through with it, and there was too much legal trouble with the Timberwolves and shit like that. So
That's kind of wild.
yeah,
No wolves.
Imagine third down, everybody. And then you
Wolf
could
pack?
have
all 17 people were like, "Oh, the bathroom's broken."
another poop pipe busted.
The shit's coming on the field.
Right out the
Dude, you could have everybody walk out to the NWO Wolfpack theme song.
Yeah, man. We could play it. We could play it through like an iPhone 4, and you could hear it from the fucking 300s. Just be like, yeah, play that shit.
Hey, well, there's a new stadium on the horizon, so that's something to look forward to. But
They need it bad. Probably the whole league needs it.
needs what?
The Commanders to have a better stadium.
Agreed.
Yeah, this shit falling. What is it? FedEx.
Yeah, FedEx, dude.
Oh, backtrack a little bit. Because I forgot I had this tweet pulled up. If you want to pull up about Ja Morant, Kwame Brown
I've seen this.
was asked about Ja Morant. He said, "I've heard of NBA YoungBoy, but you NBA dumb boy, because you got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the league." Shout out,
He ain't wrong.
Shout out Kwame Brown.
Like, what is he doing?
I've heard of NBA YoungBoy, but you NBA dumb boy.
Kwame Brown doing stand up now?
He should after that. I mean, he could probably just retire off of that one.
Just one liner.
Some folks saying his career is a stand-up episode, but anyway.
Oh!
Let's go to week 1. Schedule release was last week. Let's go over the matchups here.
All right,
Boom.
take
Boom.
these off.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Took them off. It was getting hard to see you. Like I couldn't tell.
Wouldn't it be hard for us to see you?
Well, I couldn't tell when you guys were making eye contact with me. So you guys would look at me, but I'm like, I don't know if he's looking around here. Like, I don't know who he's looking
Well,
at.
I think with mine, you could see my eyes.
Yeah, yours are a little better.
Now,
Tank's-
mine now is
Tank's
I'm
having
fucking
that-
cyborg.
Yeah, that shit's blacked out. Dude. Straight blacked out.
All right,
There you go.
week 1. We don't have to pick our winners now, obviously, because that's a long time from now.
Long road ahead of us.
So
Big
to
summer.
kick us off, the Detroit Lions get the opening game of the season, taking on the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. So this is pretty much a prove-it game for the Lions.
Knowing the Lions, they'll probably lose by a field goal. And it'll be right within the last minute.
Let me pull
Just knowing the Lions.
because the
Who'd they play? They played the Eagles last year, right? The beginning of the
Yeah, that
season.
was a fucking
and that was
shootout.
Yeah.
It was a good ass game. I remember that. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring up the.
And I feel like they only
I
gotten
can't pull-
better.
I
so
can't pull
like,
them up right now, but I know the sports books. They had last time I seen it, Detroit 6.5 point underdogs, so they don't expect them to be worth a damn this game.
also, just might fuck around and bet on them.
I
Might
mean,
sneak away with it. Week
just-
1.
just to say now, looking ahead, I like a lot of these underdogs in these matchups because like we don't know who these teams like we have an understanding of what the team may be, but we don't truly know who the fuck they are yet.
Not a damn clue. We probably won't know until week 5 or 6.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I know the Chiefs are the Chiefs, but we know typically the Chiefs start every season off kind of slow. So I don't know. That's going to be pretty intriguing. Jameson Williams is obviously won't be playing for the Detroit Lions. They also lost DJ Shark. I don't know who. I mean, they brought back Marvin Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Amon
veteran
St.
pickup.
Brown will be there.
Yeah. He was
Jameer-
their top guy on
Jameer
US.
Gibbs. I mean, he makes his debut. I'm assuming he'll be starting.
Gibbs in Montgomery.
Him in Montgomery, yeah. I mean, nonetheless, I don't know. It's going to be it's probably one of the most intriguing. I mean, all these games are going to be intriguing because it's the fucking NFL Week 1.
Football, baby.
Yeah, but that's like the first game of the season. So like
Yeah, it's
all
gonna-
eyes.
gonna be
Everyone's been
electric.
waiting for football. This is it.
And even if the Lions just hang in there, man, I mean, this is pretty much a prove-it game for them to be like, okay, you guys want to take the next big step? Here you go. Kick us off. I mean, pretty much what the Bills did last year.
Yeah.
They gave them the opening game of the season. Like, all right, we've heard all this talk. You building up your roster, this and that.
And they
Let's
were the
see- let-
favorites too.
yeah, let's see if you're ready for the bright lights. So, I mean, they came up and showed out. Let's see if Detroit can do the same thing. The Panthers taking on the Falcons. We could see Bryce Young versus Desmond Ridder. NFC South obviously shaky.
Mean versus Bijan.
Bijan out there too.
He is that offense.
He probably will be, right? I mean,
He said, dude, Arthur Smith got me everywhere. Or is it Artie?
Artie Smith.
Which
whatever.
one's cool? Okay, so
Artie sounds cool.
same difference, dude. All right, they got same name. I don't know what you want from me.
And mad respect to Artie Smith though. His dad owns like fucking FedEx or whatever, but he decided to be an NFL coach. So shout out him.
Fuck them. They gave us a bad football field.
Oh yeah.
They,
That's
they sponsored.
They just got the name. They just got the name right.
Yeah, that's right. They paid for it.
But I mean, their delivery is sort of fucked up, but nonetheless.
Most deliveries are.
What?
What?
Panthers are gonna. What'd you say?
What?
Oh yeah, that's your.
Not the Zon, bro.
No.
The
Wait,
Zon's
wait, wait.
reliable. Fuck
What are you talking
FedEx.
about?
FedEx is bad. Honestly, I've had some inconsistencies with FedEx. The Zon?
The Zon.
Never.
We'll see if we'll have some inconsistency issues with the Carolina Panthers coming up. Brand new team. I mean, you can sort of say the same thing about the Falcons, but they got a whole new regime over there in Carolina.
Hope it works out for Frank.
I do too. I mean,
Gosh darn it.
had ups and downs in Indianapolis. Maybe he could turn it around. We'll see. Gets picked. I mean, fresh rookie quarterback. Brought a few vets in on the team to surround
Needed
him
'em.
with. But we'll see. I mean, like you said, Andy Dalton's been taking starter reps. We'll see how much that means leading up to that game. But we're going to have our eyes on that one for sure. Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud potentially making his NFL debut against the Baltimore Ravens, that hard-nosed defense in Baltimore.
He has to be starting, right?
I would assume so. No doubt.
I'm excited to see what they do. Him and Anderson.
Houston?
Yeah. Really intriguing team for me.
Yeah, the young
With
squad.
the
I mean,
years coming.
taking on a brand new look Baltimore team, though. Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers over there.
Yeah, that Houston might get stomped.
They might-
Respectfully.
Because I think Baltimore stomped out the Jets last year to open the season off, too, I think.
Something about Baltimore.
And the season before was the Miami Dolphins. It's like, I
Yeah.
mean, we'll get to the Steelers in a minute. Week 1, it's like their Super Bowl. You can say the same thing about the Baltimore Ravens. They every year come out week 1 fucking swinging for the fences.
Well,
So,
That's when they're healthy.
yeah. That's when they're healthiest. So, I mean, obviously we're not picking winners now. But
Hell no. We're just talking football. Talking football.
Yeah, we'll see how C.J. Stroud appears in his debut. So,
Him and your guy,
who's that?
Tank Dell.
Part of the Tank family, Tank Dell. I'm going to try to get him in Donnie's Dynasty League. I'm trying to get him and Tank Bigsby on Team Tank.
Just for the brand, right?
Basically just for
You
the
got,
brand.
Got
'Cause
to.
I mean,
got to.
I only got like 4 draft picks. So fucking
Respectfully,
But
got
half,
to.
half of them got to be on tank-related players. That makes sense.
Right, exactly.
You got to
know?
invest.
I'm
You got to
saying.
invest in tank early.
and if they're good ball players, fucking
Bada bing, bada boom.
Representing well, hey.
it's a win-win situation. But AFC North showdown. Bengals and the Browns. Deshaun Watson.
See how he plays finally.
See how he plays. See if he goes back to being Deshaun of old before the massages and all that.
Which the Browns are hoping so.
That's
giving
going
him
to
all
hang
that
over
money.
the rest of his career.
Yeah.
I think we could all agree on that.
Kind of the same thing with Ben Roethlisberger.
I feel like that kind of faded out. I mean,
Ah!
a little bit.
Ah!
A little bit.
I see.
Did it fade or did he just kind of hope it faded? And we were just like, that shit ain't fade.
Well, his massage is one lady. I mean,
You got massaged.
not like
well.
it makes it any better, but
What are we
Deshaun-
talking about
Deshaun,
here?
he was
this is going to be every time we fucking talk about the Browns.
Yeah, it is.
You know, there's no escaping
That's
that.
just
Which they did just made a trade over the weekend as well as the Darius Smith from the Minnesota Vikings sent
Was
him a bag of chips,
2 fifth rounds,
something like
24,
that.
25.
Yeah, I don't whatever.
It's like
Which Minnesota we'll talk about them a little bit later when we get to their matchup here. But yeah, this is going to be another big year for Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Going on their contract years, him and Jamar.
they're gonna get paid.
Yeah. He'd probably get paid before Herbert.
Sad to say,
But
but yeah.
the news is that, or the rumors that Mahomes is probably going to get another payday as well.
Yeah. Gotta be the top
So-
paid guy. It only makes sense.
I don't know. Tough matchup against a division rival, Cleveland Browns. And Cleveland, they should be able to handle them. I don't know.
They-
High
they-
hopes
they
coming
should.
off.
They should.
High hopes coming off another impressive playoff run for them. Joey B and the boys. Hey, just as long as this Super Bowl window for them, his whole career. So we'll see how they kick things off. Hey, they potentially might have Zeke Elliott. Who knows? He's still on the
Who?
market. Cincy. I seen him linked to them. Who else? It was Tampa, and then the Chargers. Surprisingly,
Him and Austin Eckler would be crazy.
him on any of those teams, honestly, even Tampa, that'd be pretty dope to see. Obviously, playoff Lenny's on the market too.
Well, I feel like with Tampa, why get him? You're trying to go young, you know?
I don't know.
And you got rid of Lenny. Similar playing style.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
So, like, what we doing?
Probably same money too.
Right.
Going on here, Jacksonville Jaguars coming in with this season high hopes, coming off an impressive division winning season last year. Heading over to Indianapolis to take on maybe the Anthony Richardson-led Colts. I got my ticket. I'll be there front and center, boots on the ground.
Now hear me out. Are you guys gonna get stomped on? Jagging off. What?
We beat them last time they came into Indy last year. Alec Pierce game-winning touchdown. One of the highlights of the season for the offense.
The only highlight.
Right, yeah, it's up there. You can honestly name them all. That, the Jonathan Taylor 70-yard rush touchdown against the Raiders. And Jelani Woods 2 touchdowns against the Chiefs. That's it.
That's it.
Honest to God.
All of season for the Colts.
Well, that got us Anthony Richardson, so we'll see if he'll be making his NFL debut then, which I'm assuming from everything that we've seen and even coming off the conversation with James Boyd last week, yeah, Anthony Richardson will be starting for the Colts week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So we'll see. I can't wait to fucking go there, bro. I love Indianapolis. Even just not even away from the football side of things, I love it down there.
He loves it.
He loves it.
So some of the best steak I've ever had.
Oh.
Grass-fed?
St. Elmo's.
Do you know what it's fed?
If I can feed them whatever, dude, I'll
Okay.
eat it.
Doritos?
Not the
I prefer
GMOs,
I
come
prefer
on.
hot Cheeto fed.
What the fuck? You
That's
might-
that's what you give to your cows.
What are we talking about? You think they'll feed the cows steak?
Oh,
Bulk 'em up.
Rip
Bulk
cows.
'em
That
season.
must be why it's so good.
Get them shredded, yeah. I like that. You ever see that one picture of that super buff cow? I'll send it to you.
The Chick-fil-A cow.
Or you know what? You ever seen South Park?
I've seen a good
The,
amount of South Park.
The redhead cow, red haired.
I did not see that one.
Oh, you're missing out. That's all I gotta say. Jewish cow.
Jewish cow.
Dude, what the fuck?
South Park's amazing, man.
I don't know how they still got the fastball too. I gotta catch up. I missed the past few episodes, but
So good, so good.
fucking
I don't think I've seen the latest one, but I think I've seen the second latest one. Making hot dogs, dude, amazing. Amazing. That's all I'm
Anywho,
gonna say.
hopefully Anthony Richardson makes his NFL debut when I'm in town. Taking on the. Some people are disrespecting Jacksonville, actually.
I'm kind of a fan.
I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like people are kind of hyping up Jacksonville. I saw
Really?
some posts saying like Jacksonville might be a favorite this
They're
year.
jagging off, yeah.
Yeah, they're seriously jacking off.
I could see it both.
No,
ends.
jagging off.
Oh yeah, that too.
We just said put
Come
it
on,
away.
dude.
Come on.
What's your deal?
Come on, dude.
Bro, I don't know
Ugh.
how to go off of that. But no, I can see. I'm saying the disrespect just coming from the whole Kyle Brandt list or whatever from
Oh yeah, you're right.
tier
You're right.
quarterback. So we didn't really talk about that too much.
That
but
was some bullshit.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
But I don't know. I do see some hype with Jacksonville. A lot of the rankings, which don't mean anything right now, they've been getting set like the top 4, which is kind of crazy. to
And
me.
also, we're
freaking Calvin Ridley. What we talking about? He
I mean,
can still
they're-
play.
They're stacking up.
I don't care. He's been off for a whole season. He can still play as long as he's in shape. Give him like 3 weeks of playing time.
Yeah, I think
He's back in it.
I think it'll be decent for them, quite honestly. Going on to the Buccaneers, going into Skull Country, taking on the Vikings.
That's gonna be a shit game.
It might be a blowout.
That's what I mean. It's gonna be a shit game.
But I don't know, because the Vikings, for the offseason moves they're making, doesn't seem like a team that's coming off a 13-win season.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
That's how much the game's gonna stink. You about to throw up.
I haven't ate nothing since lunch.
Okay.
Around like
Well,
noon or so. So, had some coffee before coming in. So that's just mixing up. Need something in my system.
that's because you put the mayo in there.
I don't fucking do. We put that to rest. We had a whole ceremony.
Sorry.
Did you forget about that? I mean, he's still hanging up there, but
That's why I thought of it.
it's your fucking problem.
Dude, me?
Taking me for some weirdo, dude. That's the shit Tennessee folks do now.
Damn.
We don't do that.
Tennessee's a fun
What we
place,
do,
though.
we see messes and we clean up after people. When we do the right thing, that's what we fucking do.
Good guy.
So, but no, the Vikings. I mean, they traded away Darius Smith.
Well, he asked to be traded or
Yeah,
released.
but you don't have to grant him that after you just signed him.
Well, then he might sit out like
Fucking
these other guys.
whatever. Nonetheless, Dalvin Cook still might be on the move.
Yeah,
This is probably Kirk Cousins' last season playing for them.
probably.
Yeah, this game might be a shit show, but we shall see. Maybe Baker Mayfield will come out and surprise us. Like
Also,
I was looking back at some old videos. We were high on him last season, so
We were.
we're a big Baker Mayfield show.
I think he just needs the right coaching
Shit, he might have
because
it now.
he
fucking
played decently in LA.
Todd Bowles just got his bachelor's or master's degree
He
over
did.
the weekend, so he got smarter.
Him and Hurts.
They're gonna play smarter ball.
Well, he got some science degree, so I don't know how well.
Fucking science, dude.
Science.
Figure out anything.
Sports.
Tennessee Titans taking on the New Orleans Saints. Derek Carr's debut.
That'll be an interesting game.
Maybe we'll see Will Levis. I don't know, because there's been some talk of Ryan Tannehill, if they're going to play him or not. I don't know. And they're saying Malik Willis might be hitting the can, which is fucking... Send him to a right system that'll develop him.
The XFL.
Because I was high on him coming off the last draft, too. I mean, he's got all the physical standards, checks off all the boxes. It's kind of like one of those situations, too, where like, if you just work with him throwing-wise, he could be a guy. Tennessee just don't want to take the time. I mean, they threw him in a couple games, but it was like garbage time. What do you expect him to do in there? I think he had 1 or 2 starts, but I don't know.
What team would pick him up, though? Because as a backup,
Well,
maybe a few, but
Yeah, like
as
we-
a starter, I don't know.
Yeah, like what we said though. I mean, a lot could happen during this training camp and off-season workouts and stuff. So
That's true.
anything could happen.
I don't know why the only team I got him ahead with him was the Steelers. Says backup.
Well, see, that's where I thought he was going to get drafted originally.
Oh,
You imagine him and Kenny Pickett, the top 2 quarterbacks in last year's draft. Fucking, it's on the same team now.
'cause why not?
Some gunslingers right there. I mean, shit.
Exactly.
He's fast as fuck too. We seen him last year when Tennessee came to Buffalo for their home opener Monday Night Football. You remember? They threw him in for garbage time. He was running.
I do remember.
I was caught off guard a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
At first, I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And then
Yeah. So I'll coming back.
you
You
said
ready for
garbage
this?
time, I'm
You
like,
ready
yeah.
for this season, dude?
What's we can talk about it right now if you want to read that off. I don't know where it is on the list
Oh, they're all the way down.
because it's prime time, baby.
Get used to it when you're good.
Prime time, baby.
But no, I was high on the Saints last year too.
Yeah, you were.
Almost every week I was talking about them.
You were on the Louisiana gas.
They're born in the bayou.
Crazy.
I mean, their roster's still set up
Pretty much damn near the same.
damn near the same. So, I mean,
Got a few rookies.
a weak NFC South bringing in Derek Carr. I would say he's coming in. He's got something to prove.
Weird ass division. That's all I gotta say.
We'll see.
Weird ass division.
We'll see what happens with Alvin Kamara, his situation. But they did draft what's his name, Keandre Miller.
But they
supposed
picked
to
up
be pretty
Jamal
solid.
Williams, so it's like they're set. They're good.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean,
I want the Bills to get him, so I'm a
You-
fan.
hey, it was close. Rumor from my inside sources, it was close.
Well, close only counts in horseshoes and hand
That's
grenades,
right. Not close enough, unfortunately.
49ers heading over to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers, which is
Who's starting for that team?
Don't be surprised if it's Sam Darnold. I'll say that.
Because that's who I think's gonna start.
They're
I
high. They're high on Sam Darnold.
I
over
think
here.
they're done with Trey Lance,
Do you think he would have got traded already though? I don't know.
but I think they're gonna stick with Purdy
It's just a matter of when he comes back though.
because he was pretty good last season.
And listen, you can check the stats too. Sam Darnold every season start week 1, at least up to like week 5.
What's up with these teams and
I
players?
don't know,
week
bro.
one?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Don't be surprised if he starts for them week 1, but at the same time, it's like week 1 for the Steelers is the Super Bowl, so this could be
This is Super Bowl
this.
right here.
This should be the prime time matchup, especially if Sam Darnold starts.
Listen, Sam Darnold 4 touchdowns.
Dude, he had
Oh.
what do you have? Fucking 5 rushing touchdowns with Carolina 2 seasons ago to kick off the year through like 3 weeks.
Yo, what if he? That's gonna work. That's gonna work.
He
'Cause
might
look,
be their guy.
I
Look,
think it might
look.
be a good chance he starts, too, because I think Purdy's still got some
McCaffrey.
injury issues, right?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
still
he-
Debo
working on it.
Samuel. You just do the little dump here, dump there. Bam. Easy.
I mean, this
easy.
pro-
Seeing ghosts. Someone's there.
This is his best team, no doubt.
Easily.
It might work.
God damn it, San Francisco. What do you pick a quarterback?
They
I'm sick of this.
They recycle every year. But yeah, I might.
Let's recycle
bro,
repeat, man.
I
What are
might
we
have to
doing?
get the fucking NFL Red Zone for YouTube TV. I wasn't going to originally, but I got to see this game.
Crazy.
This has got to be on the marquee matchup list. Arizona Cardinals, the shit fire dumpster that's happening in Arizona with the dry heat over there.
And their dumbass
Taking on-
uniforms.
Taking on Scooty B's Washington Commanders.
Yes, sir.
The spread was high on this one too, surprisingly. Books were heavy on the Commander. I think it was like a touchdown or 8-point favorite for Commanders. So
Sheesh. Doesn't happen often. So.
Who's the quarterback for Arizona?
it's gonna be what's his name?
Is it McCoy?
No,
Like I read him.
it's some young guy, dude. I don't know if it's gonna be the guy they drafted or they signed over the offseason. Some generic white. I don't know.
Some generic white. Here we go. Welcome to Arizona, baby.
I don't know, bro. Some generic fucking quarterback you create on Madden. That's who it is. I don't know. I forget his name.
Not Josh Dobbs.
Oh no, it's not Josh Dobbs. He's with Cleveland.
Still?
He
Oh, no,
resigned.
he was
he
on-
went back. He was with Tennessee then last year.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
It's saving space.
Wow.
It's gonna be interesting to see what the Washington is too. Maybe Sam Howell at the helm. That's what they're hoping for over there in their camp. What's the word over there, Scooty B?
I mean, as of right now, I think he's week 1. I mean, Ron Rivera's an old school guy. Maybe he'll try and put Brissett in just because he's that veteran guy, but we'll see. I mean, whatever you do, make a decision. You know, don't have it be flip floppy and throw him in because you're losing. And
Yeah.
you know, pick a guy and stick with it.
Pick a guy and stick with
Also, we're a pro Jacoby Brissett show, so
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I liked him. I thought that was a really good signing when we got
thought
him.
so, too.
'Cause I thought he was gonna start because
Yeah.
I don't know about the Sam Howell noise.
I mean, yeah, we were high on him. He was our starter, like confirmed going into the offseason, but then they signed Jacoby, so we'll have to see. I'm a fan of both, so.
it. Interesting. We'll go over the next 3 weeks. We'll go over each of our team schedules. So, Commanders will be on tap. So then we got the newly led Jordan Love Packers taking on their division rival, Chicago Bears. DJ Moore now with the Bears. Justin Fields as a weapon. They added to the offensive line. Packers low key had a great draft. I mean, just from like what they needed and everything. So
Can we talk about how the Packers have 5 primetime games?
yeah, that's kind of wild, isn't it? I didn't see that one coming. That's strictly based off of just who they are, right?
They definitely, for sure. But they definitely love Jordan Love. And you saw that coming. Love her or hate him guy.
I think they're going to be good.
Hey, they're going to be good.
I mean,
I
they had a lot of young weapons last year who, I mean, they kind of came around at the second half of the season.
I don't know.
And they added with, what's his name, Reed. Where'd he go to college? Wide receiver, do you know? Whatever receiver they drafted.
Oh, Michigan State?
Was it Michigan?
Reed?
Was it Michigan or Michigan State?
Michigan State, I think.
Jalen Reed, nonetheless. Got a couple tight ends. Luke Musgrave. I mean, defense is still solid on paper, too.
Yeah, they've always had a good defense, but
I think they can make a run at a wild card. We'll see, but it all falls on Jordan Love, doesn't it?
Basically. So it's always been the offense. The defense, I led. Defense was kind of rocky last year.
Yeah, it was. They might have had a few injuries. I mean, they still have, what's his face?
Rashawn Gary?
I don't know if it was Kevin King. One of their cornerbacks. Recently, during like a workout, this was in the past couple weeks. During a workout, he like tore his ACL or something. He's out for the year.
There we go.
See, it's like that those type of freak like accidents happen. So that's why you gotta keep an eye on those Matt Ryans and Carson Wentz. Maybe they do get a shot. But yeah, that'll be an interesting game to watch. Las Vegas Raiders. New quarterback Jimmy G will be taking on Russell Wilson, Sean Payton, and the Broncos.
Might be a great game. Might be the worst game of this weekend. Like, for real. It might,
It's a good chance.
might stink. Hopefully Sean Payton makes Broncos better because we were a little hyped up.
Yeah, we were.
And the Raiders, I think they could be a better team. Really do. Like Jimmy G. I think that'll work out.
Michael Mayer, their new tight end, could be a solid piece for their offense over there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
They said we need a team full of nice jawlines for our offense. You ever seen Michael Mayer's jawline?
I personally can say I did not.
Strong jawline.
Are we talking AJ Hawk?
Perfectly boxed.
I can attest.
Yes.
It's strong. I can attest. I watch a lot of Notre Dame games.
Okay.
You got a solid one. Can't lie.
Solid jawline.
All right,
beard
we'll have to
needed.
keep an eye on the jawlines, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how Sean Payton turns around this Denver Broncos team. If there's a guy for the job, he'd be the one.
He'd be the one.
So we'll see what happens there.
Shout out Walmart.
Shout out Walmart just for staying open. Are they still 24/7?
No.
Oh, my bad. I'll take it back.
No, fuck them for doing that, man. What if I need something? Huh?
Call-
Then what?
Call Jeff
Jeff can get you what you need.
whenever you need it, baby.
He's got it.
Well, no, because I'm going to have to wait to get it.
That could be Scooty B's new stadium, Amazon Prime Stadium. On Amazon Prime Thursday night.
That'd be pretty cool. Although they do those Thursdays dirty. They always give them the shittiest games. I didn't have interest in a single Thursday night game last week.
Well, they're changing that this year, the new
Really?
format.
Okay.
Because Bezos said, hey, I need fucking teams.
Yeah,
Give me
All
some
right.
good fucking games,
Yeah.
dude. Not no Colts and Broncos,
Yeah.
9 to 12.
Goosebumps.
And
First time in 20 years, no primetime games in Indianapolis.
And there's, isn't there a Black Friday game?
Yeah, we can talk about those exclusive primetime matchups next week if you'd like.
Let's do it.
Go over all of them.
Get some more homework done on that.
What else we got here? Miami Dolphins heading over to SoFi Stadium, take on the Los Angeles Chargers. This should be interesting. Tua versus Justin Herbert, huh?
Yeah. And I know it's the wrong team, but Ramsey back in L.A.
Yeah, not the right team they're playing, but nonetheless.
Nonetheless, he's just,
Close team, close
hey, I've
colors,
been in
you
the
know?
stadium.
Yeah. It
I
works.
know what it's about.
Boom.
And I feel like both of these teams need a good start, especially for the divisions they're in.
Yeah, they do.
So I think that's going to be one of those marquee games for week 1.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good game.
Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New England Patriots.
Uh-oh.
This is kind of different to kick off the season, isn't it?
Isn't it? Hey, it's not different, isn't it?
Like we mentioned earlier, New England will be honoring Tom Brady.
I guess one of the teams that beat him in the Super Bowl. That's kind of disrespectful.
But
Holy shit!
But he also beat them,
Oh,
so it evens out. Mind blown.
boom.
Philadelphia's going to come out with a chip on their shoulder, coming off that Super Bowl loss. We'll see what they look like with 2 new offensive and defensive coordinators as well.
That might be totally different.
There's a chance it could be.
Well, because isn't Sirianni coaching the offense now?
I don't know. I don't even know who they hired as offense.
I don't know either.
We'll have to give Chaos a call about that one. But yeah, New England bringing back Billy O. Stooges for to be the offensive coordinator.
At least they got an offensive coordinator instead of a defensive coordinator playing offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you're right. I think Philadelphia fucking walks them out the water, but we'll make our picks once we get closer to the season. But obviously they're going to come into the season with a big chip on their shoulder.
Especially them young guys.
The Rams taking on the Seahawks as Seattle looks on carry on from their good season last year, making a surprise playoff appearance. The Rams, who the fuck knows what we're going to get?
I don't know.
I do think at some point Stetson Bennett, we will see him.
I think we'll get him
At the
later in
helm.
the season.
I don't know what the fuck the Rams are going to be. I mean, they got Stafford coming back, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald. But other than that, what the fuck? Who else?
Doing? What are they doing?
But yeah, I think Seattle, they're on pace to have another great season.
Yeah, especially with the Hall of Famer cornerback.
Who's that?
Devin
Oh.
Witherspoon, dude. I've been hyping him up this whole time.
Oh,
I gotta stick with it.
You did say week 1. He's
I
Hall of
I
Fame.
have to stick with it. All
That
right.
was the draft night. Let's head to Sunday Night Football. Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants.
Should be a good game. Also, had to make the
Typical.
Cowboys prime time.
Hey,
Had
typical.
to.
I mean, they got 6 of them this year. Jerry Jones working his magic as always. So
Hey, Roger.
they got a lot to prove too. I
Oh.
mean, they got high hopes. Obviously, 6 primetime games. Could be make it or break it for Dak Prescott.
Hear me out.
Okay.
I'm connecting dots here.
All right, I see it.
Kirk Cousins. Dak Prescott. In. Boom.
Minnesota, you're predicting the future, huh?
Yes, sir. That's it.
I
That's
think
the one.
That'd be a solid position for Dak Prescott to be in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate that.
A little more athletic than Kirk O'Chains.
They could have the money by then, especially if they get rid of Cook too.
There you go.
Well, Justin Jefferson, his contract year as well, so right, it's coming up.
I
Or
think
did he already get paid?
I thought he already got paid.
I think he did too.
There you go.
The Giants, though, they got a lot to prove coming off Dayball's first year making a playoff appearance.
Yeah.
Paid Danny Dimes. Some new offensive weapons coming in. Paris Campbell, Jalen Hyatt. Bobby Okereke added to that defense.
They paid Dexter Lawrence.
They did, yeah. So he's
And then,
gonna,
and then Quinnen Williams on the Jets. It was like, you see his bio?
I play for the ...
Oh. Jets got to pay him.
Changes cover to him playing at Alabama.
They got to pay him. He's too good.
Well, speaking of the Jets,
What?
Aaron Rodgers over there kicking off the season with a tough AFC East matchup against the Buffalo Bills.
Going to be a hell of a game.
It's going to be awesome.
On 9/11.
Shout out New York.
And double down with DeMar Hamlin. Just give him a uniform.
ESPN broadcast, too.
Yeah. Boom.
Put a big spotlight on that.
Also, Aaron Rodgers just being Aaron Rodgers. Boom.
They're going to be electric.
It hurts me. Same thing with Miami the last couple seasons. This one hurts me because I like Rodgers.
I mean, it's no secret I'm a big fan, too.
It hurts.
It's no secret Maranto's a big fan, too.
Oh yeah.
But they got high hopes, obviously. I mean, they got five primetime games as well.
As they should. They weren't a terrible team.
No, I mean,
They were just missing a quarterback and a few other things.
let's see if it plays out what the league expects it to play out as.
I hope
But
not.
coming off week 1, right out the gates against Buffalo, who's been dominating the division for how many years now?
They said, "Hey, what you got?"
This is it, pal. Welcome to the big time AFC.
Also, New York too, kind of had to. Big
Yeah.
market.
Well, that's week 1. Fucking months in advance, something to look forward to.
Let's go.
It's gonna drag on.
Yeah,
So
kind
we're
of.
gonna take our sweet time with this. Some point we'll go over our division predictions like we did last season.
This time I'll be here for the whole thing.
I think I got 6 out of 8.
This year we'll count them. We'll keep.
Yeah,
track.
we gotta do better keeping track of all this. This is why we're adding more people to the team, Scooty B.
Come on.
Salute. Nice hat, dude. Is that the one you were talking about that you were picking up last week, or?
Yeah, this wasn't the one I was going for, but I ended up buying 2 of them because I like this one too. So, and you got a free pin with each hat you got. So if I bought
see
2
they got
hats, I
2
got
of 'em.
2 pins. You know, so
That's pretty
Awesome.
sweet.
bada boom. I'm a man of quantity.
Solid.
Exactly. Yeah,
This show of quality, dude.
it is. We care.
Appreciate all of our new subscribers. We got a good amount of people coming in.
Yeah, you guys are
over the
awesome.
week. Obviously, the show would be nothing without you guys. Hopefully, we keep being sports stooges and growing this program here. Trying to get more interviews rolling out as we get closer to the season. Obviously, off season, we just went over week 1. That's fucking light years away.
Is there?
Gonna have to come up with stuff to talk about.
We'll figure it out.
Gotta be creative, dude. That's content creators. You gotta be creative.
I think there would be some stories. We could
Or we could be that show that makes shit up.
I could do that. That's easy.
Fucking Aaron Rodgers requests a
Definitely
trade.
make up shit about sports.
Here we go.
I can just
Here
make
comes
shit
the
up.
burner
The
accounts.
clickbait
There it is.
area begins.
Because of my burner account.
Okay.
Maybe we didn't get a bunch of new subscribers. It was
It's
just
just
random
me.
creating accounts.
just
all
me.
13, all 13 his
That's it.
tabs he hit subscribe on.
We opened up the laptop to get the show started. It's all fucking different YouTube accounts
it.
subscribing.
That's it. I'm just,
Well-
hey, this way. And I still didn't win a freaking jersey.
Sorry about it. Shout out Brinson92.
I read the bottom there. It's like apparently people working on the show can't win. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's part of the fine
Yeah,
print.
that's it.
And I think that was a rule too. Any of the friends that were guests, sorry,
Too bad.
can't rig the system. So
Can't. Gotta be an honest show.
System's rigged, man. The whole system's rigged.
Maybe
we
'cause-
went over week 1. I mean, there might be a script written. We don't know. This
Well,
show-
I think
this
there
show-
was, it is like obviously it's not random, and they shouldn't be. I mean they need
No, you
they need
gotta
to market the league.
put out
I
the
mean,
best product.
Yeah.
like it's funny because like you think about it, the NFL is very good at creating those scripts in terms of like I think that the Buffalo versus Jets
Yes.
game week 1's a great game. I think that's a great game. People want to see who's the best guy in the AFC East.
In New
Where
York.
then you look at other leagues, like they don't seem to know how to do that very well.
Yeah.
And that might answer some of the primetime things because people were wondering why the Packers got so many primetime games. I think it's because people are interested to see how the team's going to do without
Yeah,
Aaron
maybe.
Rodgers, you know.
Ooh.
I think they're smart. You know, even like I'm not a big fan of Thursdays, but I understand why they have them. You know, I
They're
feel
gonna
like
be
some of the
electric.
teams got screwed. Like I feel like Buffalo having to play in London and then having to come back and play play a game.
Yeah.
That's tough. Like I feel like if you got to go overseas, you should get that should be your bye week.
Well, here's a little teaser for next week. We're going to go over the Buffalo Bills schedule so we can talk a little more about that.
There we go.
Because I do think, in a way, they did favor them in some ways than they typically would in the past.
Hey, go Bills.
Just the way the matchup structure is built week by week. But that London game, yeah, that's kind of
That's
throws
tough.
them off the bus, yeah.
That's tough.
But
They
nonetheless,
wouldn't be on a bus, so.
yeah, you're right. All that water they got.
I mean,
Take the
I
flight
guess
off.
it's fair too because they because of the 17-game schedule, they had the extra home game, and other teams have the same situation. They have the extra home game,
So kind of,
but it's in London, so it doesn't. It's not hurting Buffalo fans because they still get to go to their 8 games like that they always did. So that extra game being in London kind of helps Buffalo as a home field advantage in my mind.
But also, that's
So,
kind
like,
of the
you know,
Jaguars' second home, so it's like,
Yeah. Is it? I mean, it is because this, but I don't know if, like, do they have a lot of fans in North London that are rooting for the Jags? Maybe they do now. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I mean-
there was like some, you know how they make those maps up.
Right.
Like some accounts were like, oh, this is the most like team in this state and this whatever. They did
Right.
like an international one. There's a lot of Jags fans in that area.
I mean, it makes
Which makes
sense.
sense.
It makes sense,
because
obviously.
the
But
first few years it was just them.
so
All right, well, that's something to look forward to next week. We appreciate all of you tuning in. For our new followers and subscribers, welcome along this journey. Hopefully you stick around, and it's going to be a rough off season, but we're going to try to push through it. Isn't that right?
Is there?
Yeah, shout out all of you. You can follow us on our socials at TankTalk_pod. We've been rolling out the TikToks and the Instagram Reels.
What?
All the good stuff for us being a clip show. That's where we, I guess, sort of flourish.
Flourish.
Good luck to Matt Ryan at CBS.
They took her jabs.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the show. All right, we'll see you next week to go over the Buffalo Bills schedule and whatever stoogery happens over the week. Shout out to all the moms out there. First-time moms, long-time moms, newly moms, old moms, you
Future
name it.
moms.
If you're a mom, shout out future moms. If you don't know it yet, you will at some point.
Ow!
See you next week, everybody.
Boom.
Yeah.